Hello and welcome to another Metante Conan reaction stream. I'm a bit early, 1 hour early actually, but I have something to do later that wasn't really planned. So it would either mean I have to make the stream shorter and stop in the middle of an arc, or I start early and I get to do everything I was planning to do. And since, most of the time I have 0 viewers on the stream, I know you guys watch the VOD anyway, I figured it wouldn't be that big of a problem for me to start early. And again, I do want to get through the full Holme's arc today, because today we're gonna watch from 6:11 to 6:21. So we're watching quite a bit of episode right now. First, we have to continue what we started last time with one episode, which is the Inubushi castle. There's 3 more episodes of that, and then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episode Holme's case. So again, I would have to stop in the middle of that one if I started at the usual time, but by starting now, I think I have time to do everything. So yeah, that's the idea for today, but next times we'll start back at the normal time. No boy. Okay, so that's the plan for today. As always, merchants, thank you for the guide. As always, you can find a link to my Discord in the description if you want to talk to me and share stuff and, all that. My stream amount where you can donate to support me. My Patreon where you can support me monthly and request reaction. There's different tier of support with different price and different reward. Some of them you can straight up request like movies and anime. That's an option. But yeah, we're here for some Conan today. And continuing into the 600. Again, last time I stopped on an episode that started this Inubushi castle case. Though we hadn't gotten to the castle yet, it was only a setup. So that's where we'll continue from today. And that's the gist of it. It does feel weird starting so early, like usually at this time, well, I just posted videos and recorded videos, and at this time I'm like, doing more channel maintenance, like replying to comments, preparing playlists for reaction, preparing streams and stuff like that. But again, I guess stuff to do in about 4 hours now. Yeah, about 4 hours. So that's why I'm starting early. But as always, it's a timer reaction, so you bring your own copy of the episode. By the way, the timer is wrong. It needs to be at 0 seconds. Here we go. Your own copy of the episode. My version, for example, of 611 is 24 minutes 12 seconds. There's no intro or anything, it's like straight into the episode, it seems. Then opening and all that, right? I think that's it. Yeah, I'm maybe rushing a bit, but again, let's get into it. Is what we're doing today. So, episode 611 of Metante Conan. Let us get into this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, we're driving to the castle. Like a dog, and Bushi like a warrior. He looks like Dio's father in JoJo Part 1. Looks nice. Opening. Teardrops by Chaos. No spoiler. Metante Conan. So yeah, again, I won't do this every time starting early, obviously this is for today. Even though, most of the time I don't really have like live viewers for Conan. I know you guys watch the VOD. I still prefer to start on time in case anyone wants to show up. By the way, it's not actually sure if I do have something to do later on, but to be safe, I started early. I really will try more to not stop in the middle of an arc between every week. Who's this woman? Why is this random woman and not Ran dancing or something? Why is she always just sad in the opening? Can't she dance? A smile. Must protect. Bow, bow. By the way, I finally got more into Garnet Crow. I started listening to all of their music, becoming a fan from Conan. Good stuff. Bees too. Bees as well. Oh yeah. Recap. Very welcome. That's right. It's probably not a fair dog. Oh yeah, the pearl. Inubushi Castle, the Ablazed Demon Dog. Will of the Wisp chapter. It sounds like Flynn there. Classique. It is scary. Oh, damn. I mean, it's kind of her fault. It's kind of her fault. If she didn't distract him, he would have seen himself. That's crazy. I mean, I did not notice he wasn't on the road. It would have been super bumpy. Cute Shiba Inu. Or Akita. Achi. But it's not a Shiba. I think I always confuse Shiba and Akita. She's not wrong. But I'll do it anyway. Fight me. Why? Familiar voice. You can never be sure. Half of those people will be dead by the end of this arc. They deserve to die then. He probably saved her. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I'm weak to dogs in the first place, having had dogs for most of my life. But recently I read a manga that makes me even more weak. Mamoru Inubushi, I think. No, Oshi Mamoru Inu, the dog who protects the stars. I recommend it. Oh shit. Well. Perfect timing. Perfect bloody timing. I mean, if someone burns a dog, this is the least they deserve, yes. But not really their descendant. That's perfect timing, like someone was listening. A trail of fire. Like paw print or something. That's actually kind of cool. And creepy. It must have taken a while too to put everything on fire, like one by one. This guy. He's always the one for like this kind of a ghost-like case, I guess. Ah oui? I mean, this was the possibility that someone with us was able to do it with some crazy trick, despite being with us. Uh-huh. You're the first person who doesn't know Mori Kogorov. Ah, you know him? Okay. This guy. Indeed. What? Balls. I mean, if it's related to dogs, dogs like to play with balls, but not a pearl. I am still severe. Again, it's like she was with us at the shrine, but we know there's always some crazy tricks. So sus. What's gonna happen? I really hope the dog doesn't catch on fire. If someone burns the fucking dog. Nani. Fire. Okay, I mean, now I can definitely say I have no idea how the fuck you do this trick. What? How is this a trick now? I mean, things are not as they seem or whatever, but I have no clue. You know, if it was like today, I would say it's one of those Boston Dynamics dogs, right? The robot dogs that they make. You just, I don't know, you paint it with like fire resistant, fire retardant coating. Then you put some kind of clothing, like very like flammable clothing on top of it, and then you control it. That would be my idea for like a trick today. But I don't know. That's probably not it. So I don't freaking know. I had the breakers to have listened a bit more of their stuff. They're okay. I'm not as big of a fan as Bees or Garnet Crow. Their music isn't bad, but a lot of their other songs are not as standout as the one for Conan. Yeah. Okay, well, I literally had no theory for this. So we're gonna have to find out by watching the next episode. Episode 612 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. No clue about this one. Assistant. You could call an assistant too. I really have zero clue. Like, what kind of fucking logic is this? Like, what kind of trick is this, is what I meant. I have zero clue. A flaming looking dog. Like, is the killer literally like, he has a bunch of dogs and he puts one on fire every time to do this? And then they die, but he just uses another one or something? I'm still sus of the lady who just sent the girls to take care of the dog, right? I mean, it felt like a distraction, right? But maybe it's too obvious, so it's actually like a misdirection, as always by Mr. Ariana Gosho. Might be a simple distraction. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I don't have like a bit of a clue about this trick. And the balls, I'm guessing it doesn't just mean like dogs like to play with balls. It might be related to like maybe its function, like rolling, and whatever rolling is related to the case. I don't know. craziness. But for the dog really works so perfectly, like the front paw and rear paw are perfectly lined up. I feel like they would be more like this, right? Than like this. They wouldn't be parallel, they would be a lot more footprint chapter. I wish we could look closer. Lan is a true friend. I mean, I don't get it. Fair enough. I mean, it's probably what it is, yeah. I mean, I don't think so. It's not a mistake, I mean, it really looked like fire. Is there like some kind of non-burning fire? Like, is there a way to do that in with some kind of magic trick? Huh. I don't have a theory, but man, is it creepy. Hmm. I kind of get it, yeah. That looks creepy as hell. I do, now that you mention it, like, this seems pretty damn important. You could have mentioned that before, no? How do you forget that? The plot thickens. I mean, it does seem like true use of a location for whoever is behind this. Quicksand. Sus. Actually, I'd rather go with everybody myself than staying alone. Oh. Le pentagram. It has to be someone with a trained dog. And you cover the dog in some kind of protection, like some kind of shit against fire, and then you put fire on top of it. And you train the dog to go after people or something. Yeah, so probably something like that. And it disappeared. But even the face looked on fire, so It seems to us like, he set that up, but second person has said that. It's definitely the kind of thing where like, it makes me think there's like two culprits, but it's usually one, right? So it's probably not right. They're investigating as always. How do you still say that? Like, how many cases have we had where you think it's supernatural and it turns out to be a person? There's been like 50. Geniuses. Is it sulfur or something? Explain. Maybe they had like a fire blanket. You talked about quicksand. Does that have anything to do with it? princess. I mean, maybe he meant that protect yourself, princess. Yeah. That seems a bit too simple, no? I don't really know. I mean, I'm sus of the doctor guy. I'm sus of Miyuki, but not that I have much actual, cooperation or anything. I mean, nothing is really mentioned for no reason in this show, right? So the stuff with the quicksand earlier, uh, could be a way to extinguish fire, maybe. But like, what is called quicksand, it's still slow to sink into quicksand. It's not like instant or anything, so you wouldn't be instantly put out or something. And again, like the way they portray it, and it might just be an anime thing, right? Um, but they put like the dog for the eyes and the nose of the dog, like its face is on fire too, which wouldn't make sense. I really don't get it. I could make a joke that's like some furry, right? I don't know if you guys have seen the meme of like some of the furry people who kind of run around like a dog, right? With their ass really like pushed out, their back arched, and they kind of like manage to do what I would say is a pretty impressive looking dog run. It could be, an actual human doing that. I was also thinking like as far as like the footprint, it could be that like so if we think the dog is on fire with like a protection, but it's on fire outside, and then it's like it's got some kind of like device attached to it toward like the rear end of the dog. That's like it's got like something attached that's like kind of like to pose, and because the dog kind of goes up and down when they move, so like the thing kind of like up down, and that's how it leaves trace at different interval, but sometimes it's not going to be perfect or something. I don't know. It's probably not right. I mean, my ideas are probably wrong, which is why let us find out for the last episode of the case. 6:13 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's an interesting case though. It is always a trick. Life is but a trick. There seems to be some kind of focus about like the cops specifically dealing with this because maybe they're expected to be incompetent. Oh. Everybody is sus, okay. Oh, Don't Wanna Lie by Bees. New Bees song. I actually just reacted to the newest opening they just did for like Modern Conan. Opening, I don't know how many, 50 something. That's nice. Nice one, Kogoro. Snake. Kenta would just punch a snake, yeah. Oh, actual footage from Bees. Nice. This is good. The clock tower. But I guess the next case is called Holmes, so maybe we're actually going to London. That'd be interesting. I said before it'd be nice to have cases in different countries. Princess chapter. I feel like a lot will be sold when the grandma wakes up. I mean, we saw the doctor guy in the room, so it feels like it's him. Is it tears because again she's like in a kind of a awake coma where she can actually hear everything? They're not in bed, huh? They're not in bed. No idea. Never heard of it. The art. Classique. It's actually a pretty cool story. That's pretty good, huh? I hate how every case has become like just, kanji wordplay, It didn't used to be so much early on, but at this point, yeah, like almost every case there's some kind of wordplay on kanji, and it's kind of annoying. 玉みゆき or 玉zauge. I mean, I was so over, but I'm still not convinced because if Kokoro is figuring it out, it can't be right. They're not here. Someone is streaming her, I feel like. Maybe the stuff with like the fake Shinichi Kudo was to entice the detective to come, and this whole like thing with the kanji is to again frame her. And it's coming. I'm guessing they're camping somewhere, just trying to see where the dog disappears to. Is it not actually on fire? Okay. See, this is just like an anime problem, right? They were literally like portraying it as on fire when it actually looks like this. In real life, you would be able to tell the difference, I'm sorry. I see. So it is technology. Okay. He put himself on fire. Yeah. Sure. Again, I like this, but I just hate that they made it so, you know, like the classic of like making the character dumb for the case, right? Where like, you know, like yeah, we go. The way they're showing it is way too actually on fire when it doesn't really look like that. I'm sorry. Like lead stuff will never look this on fire. I see. Aren't you a doctor? Like you shouldn't be poor. What a shitty justification. I couldn't give up on a great memories, so you know, I had memories of killing all of my siblings for it. You know, that's a pretty shitty justification. Okay, I mean, I like the case. I think this was pretty interesting. This was a pretty good one. But I can't help but be a bit annoyed with like how they do it, and you know, it's happened before, right? Obviously, you could say like all the time that they do a black figure, right? Like sure, sometimes like someone is in the darkness, but you know, they do it a bit too much sometimes. Like the whole thing of like the characters being absolutely blind, and they just see a black figure uh, of a guy when it's actually like a small girl or something, right? This is kind of similar to that, right? It's like I have to have a bit of suspension of disbelief for things to work, but it does get a bit annoying sometimes. Like there's no way this really looked like a dog on fire, and yet this is what it was portrayed as, right? Anyway, good case beyond that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I like the concept, I guess. Yeah. the concept was good. That's the biggest thing I can say. So yeah, nice one. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this case. That was a good one. I mean, I'm a bit annoyed, but again, genuinely I enjoyed it. I think that was a good one. Yeah. In the end, I guess, it's a small detail, the kanji or the way they perceive what they see. Yeah. Anyway, good case, the Inubushi case. It is cool. Have you ever cried watching anime or a song in your channel? Maybe, but I can't remember now. Maybe like a few times, yeah. But it was on the old channel. I'm trying to remember what. I can't remember, but I think maybe. I think maybe. But it's been a long time. Okay, so yeah, now it's time for the big case for today. The next one. Konami will be one. I don't know because, I don't see it happening simply because, like, all of the little case, we don't know the character for long enough, and I think all of the stuff with the main character, like none of them die or anything, at least for now. I never know, maybe it will happen one day, but maybe if one of the main characters died, that I really care about, yeah, maybe, if it's well done, but I don't really expect it, if I'm to be honest. 16, so it's an Holmes case. Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so 616 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, bah. Yeah. What? 3-second roll. I'm letting go of a strawberry. Oh, we're actually going to London, okay. Again, I said it so many times before, but, like, I understand that it's great to live in Baker City because it's the capital murder of the world, I understand. People die every 2 seconds, so there's a lot of case, but it would be cool if Conan and the gang go overseas and, they can be more case tied to culture overseas. The movie 2 years ago's last scene was something making me cry, but before the last scene, it was so crazy that I couldn't fully cry. I understand. I understand. I mean, recently, like it wasn't on stream, but recently I cried reading like a short manga called Mamoru Oshii. It's a beautiful manga about a family who gets a dog, but the family kind of fall apart, and the dog is left with the dad, who decides to go on a road trip until he runs out of food and money, basically. It's a very short manga, only 2 volumes, but that made me cry. Yeah. Bees. La 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 la. Ta 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 ta. Let's go. Sherlock Holmes Revelation. Holmes Disciple. Okay. Creepy cat. She's saying Venus, not peanuts. Wow. The voice acting. Really? At least they got an actual English-speaking woman. In London. She's gonna pay for it. For free? Damn. I need to go outside more to meet some Japanese lady who's gonna say, do you want to come to Japan? I'm gonna pay it for you. When does that happen? I have been to London, real quick, on a school trip when I was young. That would be me going to Japan and going to all the anime spots. Just forge it. This literally hasn't mattered in 200 episodes. She's gonna do something. Nali. Just put him into a baggage, I guess. Like seriously, the luck to meet someone like this. You meet them for 2 seconds and they pay for you to go to London. Oh, she developed a drug again so he can be big. Does this one last longer or something? $24 still. Can't you come? I mean, I guess not. If she goes back to being big, it's yabai. I'm still waiting. I'm sure eventually she's gonna have to go back to being normal size. For some reason or other. This is literally like English megure. You need to be careful with that. I mean, you haven't seen the guy in months. For all you know, he went all over the world. You have no idea what he's doing all this time. Hmm? It's nice that they get some actual British people for this. Well, not the kid, but the guard. Can I be of some help? Love it, love it. Showing his detective skills. If you say so. I guess it's blonde, sure. But you never know. I learned recently that there's a tribe. Oh, it's not a tribe, it's like a specific ethnic mutation where some black people have like blonde hair. It's in very specific parts of the world, but it's possible. So there may be some Asian people with blonde hair. You never know. Whatever it is. Murdered. What are you talking about, mate? Blighty, I am spooked. Okay. Too fast, something about a pickle. Long nose without castle. I need to to go to France so I can hear the accents. I guess that's what it means, yeah. Long nose makes me think of a liar. Pinocchio. Wimbledon. Tennis. Damn. I look kind of crazy. Someone 22. Wasn't sure they did. Are they gonna kill the tennis player? I always wonder what the cops are called Scotland Yard when it's in London, not in Scotland. Terrorist incident. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess at this time, 20 years ago, yeah. These days, if you tell me like some terrorist attack or some massacre in London, doesn't sound crazy with some of what happened. The clock tower, yeah. Boiled eggs. Sounds like a lot. Well, the plot thickens, literally. But yeah, good stuff. Again, it's taken a while. I mean, last time we went overseas was Los Angeles, right? So taken a while to actually get to London. So this is nice. I mean, we kind of did in the movie where they went into like the game machine, right? And it was about Sherlock Holmes as well to an extent, but it's not the same, right? So this is nice. This is nice. And again, kind of a rarity that they're actually using some British people. Obviously, not some actual voice actor and actress, right? This is probably just like they had an ad for like British people to record some voice line, and clearly these people are not like professional, right? You can hear it, but it's still kind of funny. On one hand, I love Japanese people trying to mimic accent. So it could have been funny that way, but this is nice too, you know. This is nice too. Let's see what happens with this case. I mean, it's a sick one, 6 episode, right? Ending. Yeah. Okay. So 6:17 next. Episode 6:17 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You like tennis then? I love the start of this song, great guitar stuff. We really haven't seen Kogoro do that much karate or judo, but he seems to have some as well, yeah. Again, like, it's probably not the case, but it feels like it to me, like the voice actor change, I'm starting to get used to it. But again, I can't tell but feel like it's a different character, right? For me, I really can't see Kogoro the same anymore. And maybe it's a good thing because for a while it was becoming worse and worse in terms of like the jokes, right? More and more of a creep and more and more like just stupid, right? But with the voice change, again, I see him as like less goofy and less creepy. And I guess it does feel like there's been less scene of him just being like, horny for random woman, right? So yeah, it kind of coincides with like the voice actor challenge, which I assume wasn't planned or anything, but it feels like that. I'm really feeling like, he's kind of a different character now. I really can't see him as like the same guy as before. That's kind of the point I've reached with Kogoro. And obviously I'm afraid that it's gonna happen more, right? I mean, any long running show this happens, so there might be some other voice change eventually. I'm scared of that. Love is zero. Okay. That's what an incel would say. Wow. The Great British Museum. Not making the jokes. Buckingham, I think I passed in front of it on my trip. Actually, I think we went on a park in front of Buckingham where there was like a ton of squirrel. It's called English. I mean, you shouldn't feel bad for him. For all you know, again, he's living his own life and he doesn't care what you're doing. Doesn't it? The tennis player. Doesn't it? Okay. The statue. It's Holmes. Ah, lucky. Oh. Uh-huh. Seems like every British person lived in Japan and speaks Japanese, huh? Ah, great. I'm jealous. Our name is Grass. She's blonde is blonde. I should have seen this coming. And tennis is zero, what? No? No, tennis is like it's like they say zero love or something for the scoring. There's something like that. Huh? Whoa, that's a cool castle. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of damn castles. Bad liar as always. London Bridge or whatever. It should be close to the clock tower, no? Yeah. Then you're speaking now. Brother doesn't even speak English. Maybe you should have checked first. I'll pay for a translator. Finish everything. I mean, seems like she couldn't tell. The voice. Yeah, I mean, it's Big Ben. Shimada. And yet you're still not gonna see him. Negirin da yo. Uh-huh. Origami Soul. Adjuventel. Quai. Thanks. Ryan's English is not that bad, huh? It's pretty clear. More than me. So now, how the fuck is he gonna go back on the plane? But this is good for Ran, she needs to see him. He does feel like he doesn't care, yeah. I mean, this feels like the same thing we've seen 10 times already, you know, like, he doesn't care about me, then he does something nice and she thinks he cares about me, and everything is back to statu quo, because nothing else can happen, it has to be statu quo every time. Where are you? Oh, that's probably his mom. Looking at the hairstyle. That's probably Shinichi's mom. I don't know. I mean, you know, as always, you guys might be annoyed that I complain all the time. But yeah, what I can say is like, I really don't care about this drama because we've done this 10 times already. And again, I would care if, you know, there was the potential of progress, but it's the same thing as always, right? Like, he's gonna make up for this. She's gonna be okay with it. And then we're just back to, you know, the same thing of her waiting for him to actually come back for real. I mean, I don't know. We've seen so many times at this point, I really just don't care that much anymore. Otherwise, again, yeah, kind of nice being in London and, you know, all the stuff that's going on. Kind of nice. It really does feel fresh, especially in like visuals, right, with all the castles and everything. I don't really have much to say myself about, you know, the UK or London. As I said, I went on a school trip when I was like early high school, but I didn't want to go. I've told the story before, but I was pretty bullied at the time. And so school trips were terrible, right? Because, you know, you often have to live with the bullies, you have to be in a bus with the bullies. So I didn't want to go, but of course, you know, the teacher convinced my parents to let me go. Well, that I had to go basically, so I just didn't have a choice. And it wasn't all bad, because I stayed in like a host family and I managed to do it with a friend. So at least there I was kind of, you know, chill, but neither of us really speak English, so it was pretty awkward. But then, yeah, like most of the trip, I was just worried of not getting bullied, which, you know, there was a couple of times where, yeah, the bullies were bored because I guess they don't give a shit about London or something. And yeah, there was literally nowhere to go. I mean, you're stuck in a bus with them or something. You know, I don't remember much from it. I remember like a park with a lot of squirrel. I remember like seeing a couple cool castle, eating fish and chips at some kind of like small restaurant or something, and buying like a dragon figurine or something with the allowances given. That's about it. You know, I definitely don't have too much more to say about the trip. I wish it was better, right? Because, you know, it's a rare opportunity or something. But again, yeah, I just remember like being more worried about being bullied and so trying to be as unnoticeable as possible, you know, as you do when you're bullied. So yeah, it's kind of a shame. I wish I had a better trip, you know, to the UK. Maybe one day I'll go again. I mean, literally right now, like I'm really not far from the bridge under the sea, so maybe one day. Okay, 6:18. Let's see where it goes. 6:18 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So damn catchy. Very nice. Satan. All I can think is that one interview with a black metal vocalist called Gal in a metal documentary where he's asked a question and he just sits there with like a drink of wine. He sits there for like 10 seconds and then it's like, Satan. It's a classic. Just type on YouTube Gal Satan. It looks like it. Man, what is this shot? His head is so small compared to his body. That looked funny. Mazalem Stone. So I guess Megure was actually asking him for work. It's not like now in Conan just insulting himself. Possible. I wish my name was that cool. This is a cool name. Yes, yeah, makes me think of that one anime with the goddess. I can't pick up a girl in a dungeon. That's cute. Doing a Tintin face. As always, I'm not really into Holmes, so I have no references, unfortunately. But that kind of looks old. A in a nice font too. You again. How is this woman gonna be related to all this? She's not the killer, but I see. I see. It's already been 24 hours. Huh? How do we go back to Japan? Coach. So many details that feel like matters. It's getting complicated. Love is zero. Scandal in Bohemia. Is related to Holmes again? London is some weird building, huh? Okay, the plastic ends, I mean, things are getting crazier, huh? It's an interesting case, but definitely another case where like my lack of knowledge of Holmes is definitely killing me. Even though I assume like a ton of people who are fan of Conan don't really know much about Holmes. I mean, like on one side, you know, if you're into mystery, I guess you might know some Holmes, but even then, maybe not everything. So, you know, you're still supposed to follow along. You're not really expected to figure out everything that's involved. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of moving parts so far, like it's pretty damn complicated. I really don't know where we're going with it, I guess. But, yeah, no, good stuff. Good stuff. I would say. And still a lot of episodes too. So that's why, you know what, I'll pause here. Well, I'll pause here. We'll just pass the ending. I do want to go to the bathroom and then we'll watch the rest. Yeah, we'll do that. Next is 6:19. So yeah, give me 5 minutes. Take a quick break here. And then we should have the time to finish the rest. I think there's 4 episodes left. So coming back in 5 minutes. Coming back. Okay, sorry for the wait. I am back. So, let's finish this Holmes case. Right, yeah. I don't know why I was on that page. Here we go. So, episode 619. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Satan. Reminds me of Bleach opening, like this intro riff. Yeah, maybe an old school Bleach opening. And as I always say, Beast feels like a band. That style still feels like 20, 30 years ago, right? It hasn't really... They haven't really changed their style over time, and that's what's great, in my opinion. Since I love their style, yeah. It's not a bad thing at all. Really a bit of visual case style to the singing, no doubt. Shooting stars. La 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 la. We're coming for you, Hades. Code break. Let's go. Elephant and Castle Station. Oh, I see. That's a pretty crazy to make a mark. Not very peaceful like tea. It's really just Ayamago showing how much of a fan of Holmes he is. Huh? He's thinking. Yeah, it's not talking about the Sega Saturn. Boutique. Breaking them? It's like 90s video game voice acting level. Classique. Yeah, basically. That's what they always do, though. I'm glad to see Kogoro again. Like, he feels like a different character, and this is a good example. Like, he feels competent even though I know who he is. He feels competent. It's crazy that they're actually British people, but they sound so quad. There's an article called Become a Slave. What? Like, I understand the Japanese voice director, they don't know how to direct foreigners, but it's crazy. Why? So this guy is like master disguiser. He's like Agent 47. it seemed obvious since the beginning, yeah. It's funny that like the only thing I know about Wimbledon was some drama about like that one Japanese wizard woman. You know, she was very popular, and she was caught at Wimbledon with a boyfriend, and it killed for a while the stock of the company she was in or something. That's all I know about Wimbledon. And it's about tennis. Why did they animate the tennis ball so well? This isn't Prince of Tennis. The message probably said something like, you need to lose or your family is gonna be killed or something. Did you hear that telepathically? What the fuck? What? Okay. Well, things are really getting serious, that's for sure. I think she'll be fine. Does that seem like a case though where we'll stop the killings in advance, you know? doesn't seem like a case where someone's gonna die, but I might be wrong. On one side, it's a bigger case with many episodes, so you think something bad's gonna happen, but nah, I think it's fine. I mean, let's find out. It does feel like we're close to stopping seeing them yet. Well, no, actually, there's 2 episodes left. I thought there was 3 left, but 2 left, so yeah, I guess we're close to stopping things. Fair enough. Really like this song. The visual, I guess. It's romance E.T. or something. Alright. Next episode then. 6:20. Here we go. 6:20 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I was a bit late, sorry about that. I'm usually better at this. Feels clear that she's trying the match. Let's go, let's go. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I cannot remember. I guess I'm great at forgetting things I was gonna say. Two. Love his voice, Koichi Naba, right? So good, huh? I wanna try. Yeah, I think this reminds me of a band called Penicillin, this song. It's a visual kei band. They have an opening for a show that no one knows about called Sexy Commando. It's a comedy anime from the 90s with a half-length episode. But it's a great band, Penicillin. Still going on to this day, I think. Just classic visual kei. Very similar vocals. Recap. Grass Court Queen. I mean, she might be trying to send a message in some way. I mean, you wouldn't think of that, yeah? He is Agent 47, but not bold, I guess. I see Braille. That's crazy. Crazy. So she has crazy aim. Thank you. Why wouldn't you just pray to God rather than praying to Holmes? If people start praying to their favorite character, it's gonna get weird. It's not the size that matters. Don't people get thrown out when they make noise at this kind of event? Finally coming back. GG. I mean, you're still expecting some little kid to know your fucking message. You're kind of crazy, man. You're kind of crazy. Crazy aim, no? Aimbot. Because if she messes up, she's gonna conscious Conan, that's the problem, right? Oh. Game set this mo. Et mo like motif operandi? What? Yeah, I can't do anything obvious. Interesting. Okay. This is kind of crazy. It's kind of like that one baseball game, Bomber, I guess it was too, yeah. Except that wasn't the best case. I mean, I guess in this situation she doesn't have a choice, but putting all your faith in this little kid is kind of crazy. I feel more doomed if my only ally is a little kid. Like if she knew who Conan really is, yeah, sure, but she doesn't know. All she knows is like this 8-year-old kid is telling her that it's gonna help her, but you know. I'd feel much better if he told me that it's getting help or something. But yeah, obviously it's Conan, so he'll be fine. Okay, well, the plot thickens and I guess we'll resolve next episode. It is very much like that one baseball stadium case where, you know, we know the culprit is among the crowd, but yeah, how do you find it? That's the true struggle, and it's a race against time. Same thing here. Same thing here. Except tennis and, you know, a bit of a different setup, yeah. But it's cool. It's cool. I don't know if I've ever played tennis. Don't think so. Maybe once in school, but can't remember. This shot. It's funny. Okay. So last episode for today. Okay. So 21. Reset name. Oh shit. Misclick. 621 right here. Okay, so episode 621 of Conan in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Love the English. Okay. Tante Conan. Kind of a random story, but it reminds me of like one time there was an older British lady, yeah. I think I was like, it was like a decade ago or something. I was in a big town I don't remember for what, but I was walking by looking for some bathroom, right? And the one I found was like closed or something, and I really needed to go like crazy. So I started asking random people if they knew where there was a public bathroom, and then I ended up on a lady who was like, "Oh, sorry, I don't speak French," and so it was the first time that I actually, in real life, tried to talk to someone in English, and I did talk at that point, well, for like videos and stuff like that, but I kind of froze because again, I had never actually talked to someone in real life in English, and I ended up asking her like, I'm looking for a public bathroom, but I said it in such broken English, despite the fact that I could have said it better. But in the moment, my brain had stopped working or something, and she didn't know, and that was it. That was the interaction. That was the whole interaction. La 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 la. La 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 la. It is kind of crazy to think about that with the thousands of hours of English I've spoken and videos and stream, in real life, to someone I've spoken like 2 minutes max. With this one interaction, that's it. Like when I went to the UK, the host family, me and my friend only spoke a few words and they didn't speak French, so we barely talked. It was more like pointing and grunting. Biggest thing I did was ask for paper, I remember. Zero is start. I'm sure she's good enough to continue dragging this. Don't worry. Your luck is that you've got the best detective in the world helping you, so... I feel bad for the other girl, like... just being played with. I guess not that easy. How do you even predict where it lands? Looks short. Looks very short. Yabbe. You'll be fine. Oh, I see. She's changing the decision. As long as you get more time, it's fine. Crazy that she could even tell while falling down. Oof. It's his mom, right? It is. It is. Always here when he goes overseas. Nanny? Shoot. Don't wait. Shoot the dart. Maybe she can knock him out with a tennis ball. I don't know if she can knock out by a tennis ball though. Okay. Okay. Tennis to soccer, huh? All this to find him. It was kind of easy at the end. I mean, it was pretty good, yeah. Yeah. Hello. Nice to meet you. Miss Grass. That's a crazy tennis game. Thank you. which I guess means there's gonna be a run scene probably. A reaction, not live, but if you have a songs or something, you can tell me and maybe I'll make a video. Oh, is she royal family? That explains why she was so rich. Yeah, I won't do it on this live because this live is just anime reaction, right? But I'll see what I can do. Alright, well, all is well that ends well, I guess. I mean, we kind of saved her life. Kawaii. So it's funny, like they're giving us a flashback to say that they've already solved this current drama. He's already solved it. They just left it open for some reason. A nuisance. My man is acting like this is fucking deep. She likes you, you like her. Come on. There's no mystery there. There's no bloody mystery. So it's like, there's no mystery, it's just like, they can't end up together for now because, you know, we know the reason, right? But otherwise, like, you know, kind of acting like it's that deep. Seriously. Anyway, good case. Maybe a bit long, I won't lie. Maybe one episode less would have worked better. They tend to be quite a bit longer than you'd expect. The cases that are, I guess, based on sport, it seems like, again, a baseball case from a while ago I wasn't the biggest fan too, but this one I enjoyed more, way more, yeah. It was kind of fun to go around London. As always, not much I can say about the mystery. I mean, crazy elaborate and way beyond me. I wasn't going to figure any of this. I don't know about Holmes, I don't know about, Braille. I don't even know much about tennis, so I was obviously going to be very lost, yeah. But yeah, that was something. Pretty fun. And it's nice again for once to be outside the country, the city. Alright. Yeah, all is well that ends well. Again, I do hope that they do more overseas case like this. Though obviously, Holmes and London is what makes the most sense when you think about it. Considering, Conan's love for Holmes. So yeah, for the most part, a good case. Though I think I might like the Inubushi more. The Inubushi case was, Inubushi case was even more fun, I feel like. So, not bad. But yeah, I really don't know if I have much more to say. I mean, even stuff with romance is it was fine. I guess that's my take. It was fine. It's what we've done so many times already. Repeat it again with the romance. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Like, subscribe, comment, all that, and yeah. Next week, I think maybe we have a movie. Actually, I can look. I think we have 7 episodes and then a movie, so actually it might be the week after that. Yeah. The 14th movie, The Lost Ship in the Sky, which we had already seen a trailer in some episode last time, which is interesting, yeah. Looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. ExoticBankai. See you.